Good morning. I'm really excited today to be able to share with you my favourite hymn and what inspires me from the hymn. Got a little visual clue with me. I don't know if that will help. Name the hymn. No, not yet. Okay. Picture a harbour wall. Picture the wind blowing hard. The waves crashing against the wall and the spray coming over the top. Picture boats being tossed and turned in the harbour due to the surging tides. Then underneath the shelter of that wall, picture a male voiced choir booming out this hymn. And this hymn would be perfect for that vision you've now got in your head. And the hymn is Eternal Father, Strong to Save. Now that hymn was written in 1860 by a man called William Whiting. He based it on Psalm 107, which describes vividly God's connection with the sea. It was adopted by the Royal Navy as their hymn, but has since been adopted by many branches of both the British and the American military. This hymn inspires me in three different ways. The first way is we live in Cornwall. We're surrounded by seas. Rough seas to the north, calmer, placid seas to the south. We know how powerful the sea can be and how it can cost lives. And when you stand on those headlands and those cliffs and you hear the waves booming and you see them crashing below you, sometimes I feel a definite connection with God's power at that moment. Secondly, my uncle and my father were both served in the Royal Navy. My dad in the regular Navy and my uncle in the Fleet Air Arm. Every time I hear this hymn, it gives me goosebumps, and it makes me think of those two proud men standing in their uniforms, proud to serve this country. In fact, when my uncle passed away, his funeral was held at his old Navy base in Portsmouth, and he had Eternal Father as one of his hymns. Thirdly, it inspires me to think of all the times that the sea is used in the Bible. Jesus calming the raging storms when asked by frightened disciples, to Noah unflooding the world. The sea has always been used in the Bible to describe how God has power over the earth. Now this hymn may never have been written at all, for when William was 35, the boat he was on was nearly claimed by a violent storm. But this only served further to confirm to him God's power to rage and both calm the sea. And he wrote this hymn to anchor his faith. So when you next hear this hymn, think of that harbour wall as God's protection, or think of that lone captain out on the sea in his boat, his steady hand on the wheel, and this hymn being sung, and the last two lines, hear us as we cry to thee, for those in peril on the sea. I hope when you do hear this hymn next, you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you. Have a good day.